Alright, welcome back. This episode's going to be all aboard for Lost River and points onward. I'm going to just run a couple of last minute checks. Oh, I'm going to grab a little extra food and water. Shouldn't need it with the stuff we have on board already, but if I can remember where I put my spare food and water. I thought I brought back tons of it from the Aurora. Maybe I've slowly whittled it down. I've got a fair bit in here. Alright. Then we'll just settle for a couple of... We have too many lockers. I'll just salt a couple of peepers and we'll call that good. So we'll take those two. Alright, that should be lots.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Okay. Away we go.
Engine powering up.
Okay, now there's a trick to crossing the shallows, which we have to do with the cyclops. Many parts of the shallows are too shallow for the cyclops, but this, another reason to build your base right around here. This right here near the geyser is one of the better places to cross, because you just got this narrow band of shallows. And then you're in the tooth zone here. Right past that northern coral tube. Pretty much just follow this westward. Ooh. Somebody had a bad day. He's continuing to have a bad day. They hit a stalker or a rabbit ray or something and they got hung up on the... Well, I don't see it now, so... Either it got free or it's glitched into the hole, which is all we need. Anyway, we're going to start heading southwest now. Roughly that direction. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there's the grassy plateau. Now, just as a refresher, we're going to follow the grassy plateau around to its southern edge. Until we find the blood kelp trench. And I'm actually going to...
Landing flagged. Emergency speed. Warning. Vessel calculated. Excessive noise.
Use flag speed for a little bit here. You want to kind of count to about 10 or 15 seconds and then switch back to standard. Ideally before you get the overheat warning. Because if you do it before you get the overheat warning, you can keep going at standard. If you wait for the overheat warning, you have to take your finger off the accelerator and wait for a sec. Otherwise, you can end up overheating the engine and starting a fire. And we got further south than I thought, faster than I thought. Okay, that works. In fact, I think we might be already right about where I wanted to be. I think that's it, right over there. Right by that little miniature seamount. Yep, this is it. Now, if I had remembered to place the beacon at the entrance the last time I was over this way, we could cut across that little arm of whatever right there, because this goes down and then Dog Lake's northwest. But it's not a big deal, it doesn't cost us a ton of extra time. Now, if we were in Leviathan territory right now, it would be going at a head slow with silent running on. Silent running takes a little bit extra power, and going slower isn't necessary at the moment. But with a head slow and silent running, you can typically avoid Leviathan contact entirely. Like, you can go right past under their noses most of the time. Okay, cutting a little close there. Now this is the part where the keel cam comes in really handy. So it helps you make sure you're not getting hung up on anything underneath you.
This ecological biome matches 7 of the 9 preconditions for stimulating terror in humans.
Really? I've been in this biome like 4 times and that's when I get the message. They normally play that PDA message like the first time you enter the blood kelp. That's kind of funny. Let's see, you know what? When you're traveling somewhere really dark, sometimes it's just a little easier to see with the internal lights off. Ooh, yeah, see, I'm getting a little closer to the ground than I thought. Like I said, this area can be a little sticky for a cyclops, but it's usually not too bad as long as you just go slow when you need to go slow and use your cameras. Kind of just bump the accelerator a little bit here and there. Now I'm using if you're on PC, I'm using the C key to descend. WASD, S and D turn you. I mean A and D turn you. S is back, W's forward. But C is down and space is ascend. Okay, there we go. That's where we want to be. Should be it right there. Actually a little further north than I normally would want to be, but it should be alright. I'm just honestly not going to worry about that. I'm not even going to turn the shield on. We'll just keep moving. He doesn't do much and he doesn't pursue you aggressively. There's a little gold outcrop there. Now sometimes there are crab squids in this vicinity too. The titanium resource node. Yes, I know, I checked, we're fine. That fish. Okay, I'm actually gonna cut to the right a little bit. I don't think it's necessary, but this is usually the direction I go over here. Not quite all the way on the left. You can go that left way too if you want. Okay. Let's not. Okay, it's okay. Alright, we're set. Just hit another fish. Bounces off the hull all the way down. See, there's lots of rubies. You can see there's a little bit of table coral right over there. And just as a refresher, once you see that first set of bones, just keep that wall on your left. There's a bunch more you wanted kind of a cool spot for a base, you could put a thermal plant on that smoker right there and build your base right in that giant skeleton. It'd be kind of neat. Now, see, what did I get hung up on? Forgot I was on the con camera and went a little too low. Hit some of those roots down there. Alright, let's switch back. There we go. Okay, we're almost there. Now, you would definitely want at least the Mark I depth module on this to come down this far. We're going to initially go just into the upper part of the tree cove, so we don't exceed the depth on the cyclops here. Just leave ourselves a bit of a cushion there until we get the other depth module on. Okay, I think we're going to put the base right down there.
Engine powering down.
See, with the ambient light, you don't even need the internal lights down here anyway. Okay. Okay, first off, base round 1. We want the scanner room. I'm going to want a foundation and a thermal plant. Nope, that's the moonpool. That's the wrong locker. I think what's that for? Was that the thermal plant? Darn it, I thought I had this organized. Not as organized as I thought. I meant to bring some extra lead. Darn it.
Welcome aboard.
Just in case.
All systems online.
Didn't stick it in one of these by mistake. Nope, gosh darn it. See? I got all that lead with the prawn. Forgot to put it on board the cyclops. Alright, so what we'll do then is I'll grab the lead I was going to use for the moonpool and use that for now. And I'll just gather a little bit more while I'm down here. Okay. Now, what I'm going to show you real quick is a way to avoid that problem with the power transmission on the thermal plant. We're talking about order of operations, or the order in which the power supplies are used. If your thermal plant is in direct contact with the base, such as on a foundation, let's see if this works. I haven't actually tried it before. It should A, not need a power transmitter, and B, there's no timing to worry about with the power transmitter spawning in. This should be pretty good right here. we doing on power? I mean on temperature. 81, that'll do. That is perfect. So you can hear it power up even though I don't actually have
All primary systems online.
a structure within the interior yet. So, and then what we'll do is we'll build this. Are you kidding me? That's annoying. It's really annoying. Alright. Well, let's see if that counts. Let's see if that counts as connected or if I'm going to have to build a tube or a hatch or something. Oh, speaking of which, I'm going to have to build a hatch. See, this is what I mean about bringing extra resources, because it's easy to... Well, that's a bit of nickel. I was actually looking for a bit of quartz and titanium. So the good news is the base appears to be powered. The slightly bad news is I forgot to account for a hatch. There, now I have enough for a hatch. And my initial resource loadout's a little discombobulated. Okay, does count power. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so first off, let's see. Scan for quartz. Put that up there. I need to eat something. And I need grow bed, which is just 2. Okay. Oh, while we're at it, oh, that's where I put the extra titanium. Alright, it's fine. We probably still have enough for the other stuff we want to build later. Yeah. Next order of business is going to be to go ahead and upgrade that depth module so I don't have to keep swimming back and forth like this. Probably should have done that first. Now that I think about it. Okay, shouldn't really need acid mushrooms down here anyway, but it's fine. Okay, so there's a bunch of quartz up that way. Grab a couple of those. Huh, another nickel. Oh, no, it's not. See, the color throw thing's off down here. There's a ton more lead, so I'll stop by there and grab it. Don't need a lot of quartz either. Just a couple would probably be enough. Can't really go in there for it, because that's... Yeah, that does a lot less damage with the suit on. Oh my goodness. Man, I never would have seen that one. Oh, didn't really need that. Alright. Probably only need 1 or 2, but I'll grab 4. Just in case, and that should still give me plenty of time to get back. And then we'll make sure I have enough nickel to upgrade some depth modules. Oh. I was going to gather some more titanium to make sure I have enough of that for depth modules. Because I think I need plasteel ingots. I don't think I actually need any of that, but I'll grab it anyway. If need be, there's a bunch of those titanium outcrops up here too. Okay. Now let me think for a second. I do have Mark 1, which should be plenty for now. Okay. Yeah, see, normally what I would do is throw a couple of spare plasteel ingots in here, because you're going to need a plasteel ingot for each upgrade. A total of 3. 2 to get the cyclops through Mark 2 and Mark 3, and then 1 for the prawn, which maxes at Mark 2. Okay. Well, that's okay. So actually, we're going to scan for nickel. There's one right there. Just a couple extra lead. I'll make up for the ones I used for the foundation over there. This part takes a second, and it's not real exciting. Probably have to hit 2 of these to get enough for 2 class steel ingots. Let's see what we got. Go away. These things aren't really any more dangerous than stalkers. They're just kind of annoying. That should be plenty. It's not exactly. Oh yeah, that's plenty. Oh. Alright, now I'm gonna hop down in here. See, unlike with the sea moth, the brine doesn't hurt your prawn. Your prawn's got better armor. Now what I'm looking for is down here, sometimes you'll have large nickel deposits and then also large deposits of gold and silver. And I wanted a little extra silver and some gold if we run into it. To go with all those ion cubes right now. Actually, we're probably getting kind of close on storage space. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. You know what? I'm gonna make another locker. A couple of those quartz I put in here. Still forgot to put that beacon down. Oh well, that's okay. Okay, let's finish getting that out. Good. Okay, that should be all I need there. Need a little bit of silver and gold at the end game too, so if I run into it while I'm out there, I'll get some more. There we go. Yeah, there's a large nickel deposit. That should be more than enough nickel for the rest of the game by the time we get this put away. Let's fiddle around over here, see if there's any gold. Oh, there's some gold right there. I need tons, but I'll grab a bit more. That's lots. Is that more silver down there, or is that more nickel? A little bit of copper too. Let's just grab like 5 more of those. Because I know I'm running a little low on that backhoe. Might as well take it with me. More copper over there. Like if you bring a prawn drill down here, there's no reason you should be hurting for metals like the rest of the game. Oh, that's it. Okay. That'll do. I know we're going to need a little bit more silver and gold in the end game, so... Oops. Plowed right through that ghost ray. Oh, there's a large deposit of quartz, too. That should be lots of that. Okay. into that, I'm going to need a little bit more lithium too. Just have to keep an eye out for it. Before we move on...
Seek fluid intake.
Ooh. Not paying attention.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Before we move on to the inactive lava zone, I want to run around and hit those other facilities that I forgot to hit. The ones that I didn't have the proper keys for when we came down here before. Alright, and this is what I was talking about before, where you're going to pop it out, upgrade it, and pop it back in.
Maximum depth reached. High damage imminent.
Piece of cake. Oh, that's weird. That should be the Cyclops Depth Module Mark III. What is going on there? Oh, that's the... I'm a genius. Wait, what? Cyclops Mark II. Cyclops Mark III. Prawn Mark II. There we go. That was the one that I meant to have pinned. Okay. Oh, what's my power bank looking like? This is one of the spots where you might want to consider... I'm actually doing okay. One of the spots where you might want to consider making a power cell charger in that base down there. I'm not going to worry about it right now, though. Okay. What I am going to do, though, is grab the orange tablet and a couple of purple tablets. We're going to go explore some alien facilities. There's not really any other... materials I super need here in the Lost River. I should turn the scanner off. Gotta avoid any visual clutter. Let's see, anything else I really need down here? No, I think we're good. Okay. Now, I want to make sure... Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I'm going to need rubber for down here either. But if I have to, I can come back up here and get some off of that now. Okay. So this is going to be a little clunkier than doing this in a sea moth. But not too bad. So. Now, if I was headed back up there, up the green waterfall, if I needed more crystalline sulfur, I'd go that way. But the only alien facility up there is that one alien arch cache that doesn't have a gate on it. We've already been there. So the next place we're going to hit is the next opening clockwise. Yeah, sorry. Kind of got in your face there, didn't I? Yeah, this is the one we wanted. watch it because there's warpers down here too, and you're not as agile in this prawn as you would be in the sea moth. Definitely change direction a little more suddenly though. Makes you harder for the warpers to catch.
Integrating new PDA data.
Species designator Sea Emperor. That's going to be important later. Oh, purpose-built containment facility at about 1,400 meters. That's where we're headed. This is one of those things that'll give you a clue about where to go. If you're not sure what to do next, exploring alien facilities can often fix that for you. Okay, that reminds me. It's a good idea, with a prawn suit, to save anytime you enter an alien facility. Because sometimes the terrain is uneven, you can get stuck, and it used to be the case that you could frequently fall through the floor in the facility. Alien facilities and prawn suits just didn't like each other for some reason. That glitch is supposed to have been fixed with that most recent patch, so that's good. But just out of an abundance of caution, it's not a bad idea to save. Before you take your prawn on land, before you enter an alien facility, any of that kind of thing. Oh, well, I missed that when I was in here before. Free ion cube. Okay. Next, let's see, I'm not sure. This is the way I came in. I'm going to stick with this. Oh, that sounds like a juvenile ghost leviathan on my tail. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. That's a warper. Or something that a warper... Yeah, that's a warper. Oof, boy, look at that. He put the hurt on my prawn suit. Get that fixed and get out of here. If you move while you're doing it, it makes you a little bit harder to hit. In case he comes back before I'm ready to leave. Okay, let's get out of here. Just okay, now we're going to head for the next one clockwise. A little bit of sulfur right on the surface there. There's no warpers nearby. Go away! This is definitely easier to sea moth. Trying to do anything vertical-ish in a prawn without a grappling arm is a pain in the neck. This neck of the woods. Might run into that other juvenile ghost leviathan. There's the gargantuan leviathan skull again. There he is. That didn't work out like it was. Nope. I made enough speed that I just left his territory before he was bothered enough to actually attack me. Okay. There, that's where we're headed. Oop, nope, not that long. Most of this is just all kinds of cool stuff to scan. Another download with some discussions of
new PDA data.
how these goods reproduce. They're asexual. But also some free ion cubes. And another cuttlefish egg. Ruby cynical. Okay, that's all the facilities and points of interest in the Lost River that we hadn't previously covered. I'm gonna grab some more rubies here. Maybe I will make a power cell charger at the next one. When it's staring at your face, it's hard not to just grab it. Okay. That could have gone better. Really? If you're ever trying to get somewhere and your jump jets run out of fuel, you just grab onto something and hang on until your jump jets recharge. You know, if you mistime your jump or your grab or whatever. Oh. That's the Grand Reef entrance right there. I have to be careful I don't get lost here. Because I'm headed over there. Apparently if you bear too much to the right, you end up back out in the Grand Reef. I like to change the colors on the beacons so they show up a little better. Oh, that was ill-timed. No. Go away. Go away. He doesn't do a ton of damage, and he takes off if he gets hurt, so not a huge deal. Let's actually go that way. Hugging that wall is going to make it take longer than it needs to. Oops. Went too far left now. I think, yeah, I did. Okay. No. Where? Oh, yeah, okay. Now I'm right. Took a wrong turn. This is the route back down that we brought the cyclops through. I took a right when I left when I should have stayed right. That's where we're headed. Oops, missed. You know what? Now that I have the upgraded depth module in that thing, I'm going to bring it down lower so it's not such a pain to get the prawn on board.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online. Engine powering up.
Although, come to that, I think I pretty much have everything I needed down here. With a possible exception of more lithium.
Engine powering down.
Yeah. Let's go scan for lithium, actually. Because I don't want to have to stop, look for it later. And here, at least I have a...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, here at least I have a scanner. Really?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
It's a lithium deposit right there. Didn't even need a scan for it. Alright, well. That's where I'm headed. I'll just back on board here then. And, oh, yeah, I'm gonna go turn the scanner off. Not that the thermal plant is ever gonna run out of power, but not that this is ever gonna run out of power, it's just a matter of, I guess, principle. Leave your scanner running if you can remember to turn it off. Oh, this thing. I wanted to take a look at this before we move on. The really interesting part about this is that structure in the middle is a ghost leviathan egg. You can't take them home, too big. You can't hatch them or anything like that, but it's kind of a neat curiosity. Okay. You know what, same thing. Okay, so now I should have plenty of lithium for when I'm ready to make plasteel ingots. Put this stuff away. Carrying too much crap around. Gonna need 2 purple keys for the next one, and I think that probably is where we're gonna run. We're not gonna need keys anymore. Okay. Did I get all that? Alright, now we're ready to move on. Oh, that's interesting. That prawn. I was thinking that needed a plasteel ingot, but it doesn't need that much titanium. Fun. Okay.
Engine powering up.
Onward.
Ahead slow standard.
Now, the way forward is past the cove tree, on through this big open cave in here. Let's not hit those guys.
Ahead flagged. Emergency speed. Warning. Vessel calculating. Excessive noise. Ahead standard.
Now you don't really want to do that in Leviathan territory because it makes it more likely that you'll get noticed. We're headed down there. The active sonar does use some power too. Okay. And lava eyes. Now, the other thing down here is that you will need to think about lava larvae. Those things right there. If you hit them at speed, they die. But if your cyclops or your prawn is sitting still, they will glom onto it and suck power out of it. If cyclops is power hungry enough, you don't need it losing power to those darn things. Okay, we're all right there. Okay. One sec. There we go. This is the longer way. That cave that comes in from up by Life Pod 2 in the Blood Kelp Zone. No, I'm sorry. That cave that comes in from the edge of the Bulb Zone and the mountains up in the northeast. It's pretty much a straight, wide shot to a shaft that goes directly down into the Inactive Lava Zone. And the tunnel from that shaft comes out right next to the lava castle, which is where we're ultimately going. However, before we do that, I'm going to find us some kyanite crystals. There we go. Right there. We don't need a ton of it. But I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and build a little bioreactor base. Make that thermal reactor module for the prawn,
Powering down.
and then call it good for this episode, and we'll resume with the inactive lava zone next time. Okay. Now I need materials for the moonpool. I am going to build that power cell charger too. Oh, if I was going to build... Oh, that's the other downside to a bioreactor. If you want to build a bioreactor, you have to have a multi-purpose room or a large room to house it in. We should be all right. Do those. I need an advanced wiring kit. Well, never mind. Maybe I won't do that. Because I could get what I need for that. I didn't bring the table coral. I'd have to swim back up to the... So I'd have to swim back up to the Lost River to do that. Alright, let's get this kyanite first. Now, until you get... Fine. Until you get... the thermal reactor module in this thing, it is vulnerable to damage from the lava. So you want to be kind of careful about dropping it into an actual pool of lava. So we're going to need at least 8 of these for vehicle upgrades. And I want to see at least 5 more for the rest of the game. Which between this crystal and the next one should be plenty. But also there's some single-sized pieces you can pick up by hand in the tunnels leading into the lava castle later, and I'll show you that next time. While we're here, I'll just grab this. just get a lava larvae attached here. You can knock them off with a knife, which is fine if you only have one or two to deal with. Should be enough. That should be enough. Actually, I'm not going to get that other one. That's a magma ray. That's another one of those, like the ghost ray, that I really wish there were eggs for, so you could like, take them back to base and breed them. Is that like gold? I think that's gold. Okay, well. One thing at a time. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, see, I've got one on the bottom already. Okay, let's...
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
All right. Let's get the... moonpool built. Uh-oh. You gotta really watch these guys. They do a ton of damage at this. So if you get behind them and make them go away... Really? You either. Really? My goodness. Oh, I didn't know they could do that. Just burrowed into the bottom like sand sharks. That's kind of cool. Where'd I put that? Let's get that built. Oop, that was close. Okay.
Emergency power only.
Oh, wow.
Oxygen production offline.
I'm gonna have to put a reinforcement on this before I can even use it. See, that's what I mean about it being that deep. Okay. That's fun. Where did I put all that lithium? Ugh. Put it in here. Put it in here. Ew. Oh, put it there. Alright. Yes, I know, I know. There we go. They shouldn't be able to get me out of here because it's a base structure. The moonpool acts a little funny sometimes, so I'm not taking chances.
Hull integrity restored.
Okay.
Draining systems initiated.
Now, gotta get power taken care of. Actually, can I? Uh-oh. It's too close to that lava hill. My bad. annoyed if I have to rebuild the whole thing. There, that'll work. On the plus side, I don't have to worry about a hatch. Get in and out through the moonpool. Alright. Where's the bioreactor? Key. Oh. See, that was a little bit of an oversight. I need... I did bring lubricant. Okay, never mind. It's alright. It's alright. Now I need some more of that. And I don't... Yeah. Keep an eye out for... Uh-oh. He's right there. Keep an eye out for Alright, we'll keep an eye out for table coral, but I don't think they're already down here. Okay, now that's essentially powered.
Power restored.
I'm gonna go grab some more of those. Like I said, they're just absolutely everywhere down here, so real easy to keep a bioreactor powered. Sweet, I accidentally counted out exactly the right amount. Yeah, pretty sure. Pretty sure there are none of those growing down here. Sulfur, diamond. Oh, it's cave silver. You can sometimes get nickel down here too. Not liking that. Yeah, no, there's not going to be any. There's not going to be a table coral down here. Okay. So we'll just give up on that then for now. Because I don't super need it. Oh. I especially don't need it because now that I have kyanite, I can build that. There's one of those for the cyclops. Duh. Alright, and then I need the vehicle upgrade console. That's that. Okay. Where to put the components for that? Am I carrying the components? I'm carrying the components for that. I should have actually gone to the trouble to label things. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm glad I brought more salt than I thought I was going to need too, because I need 4 of those polyaniline. Oh boy. That was a lava lizard. Okay, bunch of deep shrooms. And then 4 gold. I'm glad I got some extra gold. Oh, you know what? Saving that. like 12 of those. What's that? Oh, extra gold. Holy cow. I think that's about the thickest I've ever seen them down here. And oh my goodness, where are all the mushrooms at? Normally there's lots of them down here. Where'd they go? Okay, there's some. Alright, I think I have enough.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Oh, need a little bit more. I think I've gotten all those. There we go. Just kind of looking a little more to see if there's more. No, they're not. Have to hit them a couple times, otherwise they come back and reattach. I've got like 5 of them on there. Okay. Now, this essentially solves my power problems. Because now the cyclops will start to charge anytime it's somewhere reasonably warm. See, look how fast that's going up. It'll take a minute, but now I don't need power cell chargers anymore anyway. What am I missing? Oh. Oh, one less kyanite than I needed. go. Yeah, that definitely works better than coming down here for kyanite and then trekking all the way back up to a moon pool in the Lost River. Okay. And now that will also charge anytime we're out and about using it. Okay. It won't let me repair it in here. That's okay. Alright. Last thing I'm going to show you before we move on is when you have a bunch of those things on your cyclops at once, the best way to get them off is to flash the shield on and off. Just make sure you turn it back off again, because flashing it on zaps them, similar to a perimeter defense. Knocks them all off, they go away. Then you don't have to worry about it. But you can't leave a shield on because it sucks a ton of power. Alright, I'm going to bring us down. Let this thing charge for a bit, and I will see you all next time.
Engine powering down.
Alright, thanks for joining me.